Well, we are in for a treat this weekend. It is one of the best times to view the moon and its lunar landscape. People all over the world are coming together to celebrate the past, present, and the future of lunar exploration. The moon will really give us a great look this weekend, and joining us live to tell us more about it is Molly Wasser. She's the Deputy Director of International Observe the Moon Night. Good morning, Molly. I'm so glad you're with us to talk about this event. Thanks for being here.
Good morning, Sherry. Thank you so much for having me.
So tell us all about it, and why is this a great time to look at the moon?
So this weekend is International Observe the Moon Night. As you mentioned, it's a public science festival where we can celebrate lunar science and exploration, and also our cultural connections to the moon. And it's a first quarter moon, which is actually a great time to see some of the lunar features, those mountains and valleys and craters. You can actually see those better because of that line between lunar night and lunar day.
Interesting. Now, see, I was going to say most people would think that the full moon would be the best time, but I was going to say why the first quarter moon, which is really, we call it the quarter moon, but it's like half the moon that's illuminated. Is that correct? The first quarter moon is half the moon.
Right, so we see half of the moon lit up, so we can actually see night on the moon and day on the moon. So that line between night and day casts very long shadows. It's kind of like when you're here on Earth at sunset and you see those very long shadows. It's the same exact thing. But for this weekend, you'll be able to see those shadows enhancing the mountains on the moon and craters. So it's a wonderful time to observe.
And I'm sure it's awesome with a telescope, but you said you can do it even with binoculars, which means we can do this from our backyards.
Yeah, so anyone can participate. You'll be able to see a lot with just your eyes. If you have a pair of binoculars, that's great too. If you're lucky enough to have a telescope, you will be able to really enhance features, but just a pair of binoculars is great for looking at the moon.
So tomorrow night, you've got 6 hours of programming all about the moon that's available all over the world. How can viewers participate with that?
So starting at 2:30 p.m., we will be talking all about the moon on NASA TV and NASA's social media. I'll be on as well, so I hope to see you there. And we'll have some great programming about how to photograph the moon. We'll take you inside the lab where we keep our Apollo samples, which is very exciting. So lots of great content. And I'll also be fielding questions from social media with the hashtag AskNASA. So make sure to get your questions in, and I'll look for those to ask some of our lunar scientists at NASA.
Okay, I'm really curious. This is going to be a great time. And if you get a question, is the moon really made out of cheese? I want to know about that question. I want to know the answer. I really appreciate your time, Molly Wasser. Thanks for being with us, International View the Moon Night. We appreciate it. Looking forward to it. We'll have all the information on our website for people who want to know more about it. It's a great time for lunar exploration, too. Molly, thank you so much for being here. So, by the way, guys, our next full moon is coming in October 1st. And we have 2 full moons in October, October 1st and the 31st on Halloween.